Okay, so I'm just gonna switch to camera here. Okay, hey you guys again. It's Christy with Get Off Your Butts, and on behalf of the team, Christy and Melissa, and we're doing our bonus interviews for you guys who upgraded. So these are people who upgraded to fly by the seat of your pants, or I've got big butts, you need extra support, you wanted to get those recordings, whatever it is that you were looking for when you upgraded, we want to over-deliver. So we want to give you some extra juicy little interviews. Extras, like the wisdom is flowing over and there's just excess, and so we're trying to catch some of that excess and put it into a cup for you and give it to you on a platter. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Okay, so who we're talking with today is my dear friend Cindy Prosor, and Cindy does so many things. Cindy does some really cool things with Feng Shui, like in the actual physical sense, but the cool part is she actually does that with people's lives as well. So imagine if you can like align all of the like internal environment like you would an actual room, in order so that the energy and all of everything that you need to happen in terms of money, relationship, all that stuff is flowing correctly. So she helps coach people with that kind of stuff. She's also in New Zealand, and she's going to show us her view. She already showed me, and we're going to show you guys her cool view. So we're going to switch cameras so we can see my lovely friend Cindy. So hi, Cindy.
Hi, Christy. Hi, fans.
Okay, cool. So let's start off showing this view, Cindy. Come on.
Okay.
Let's hook us up here.
This is autumn in New Zealand. This is right outside my office window, which I'm really fortunate enough to have a great view. And that's my little beach.
Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love it, love it, love it. That is such a great view. I love those windows, too. The huge windows.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun.
Cool. Okay, well, so Cindy's going to share with us first an example of a butt that she's had or is having or has had in the past and conquered, whatever it is. So go ahead.
Yeah, that was easy. First of all, Christy, thanks for including me. I always love doing anything with you. You're a lot of fun. And I'm sure all of you out there are having fun with her too, as well as learning some valuable information. One of my butts, and I say one of them because, yes, we humans get a lot of them until we take a class like Christy's that helps us to really get past them. And my butt for the longest time was I wanted to get out on stage and in front of camera and to be able to get my message out. I have my own business, and I know it's important for me to be able to talk to people, talk to groups, talk to cameras, get on stage, and really share my passion and my work. But I was so afraid. Every time I'd get in front of a camera or on stage, I would seize and I couldn't speak. In fact, it was so awful that I thought I would actually be like out of my body and be sitting out in the audience. I could see myself sitting out in the audience looking up at me, totally deer in the headlights, didn't know what to say. And it was so frustrating for me because I really wanted to get out there and speak and promote, but I just didn't know how. I was too afraid. I was petrified. I had every excuse in the world. I made excuses just so I didn't have to. And yet there was a part of me that really wanted to. So I was very conflicted. So what did I do? Because obviously I'm able to speak on camera, and I am on stage. Last stage I spoke to was over 100 people, and I had a blast. And the way I got past it was I did just what Christy shared with you and what I do. I realized after going inside of myself, and my business is opening doors within, I actually went inside and I got curious. How long have I had this question or this problem? How long have I been unable to actually talk in front of people? And I was able to take it pretty far back, actually, to a time when I was about 7 years old. And I can remember being 7 years old, and I was overplaced. I was the youngest. Although I was tall, I was the youngest in my classroom. And so socially and academically, I was way behind. And at 7 years old, it was starting to catch up. And I was way behind than the rest of my classmates. And I remember vividly thinking I had my teacher asking a question to the class and thinking I had a very appropriate answer, which it was for me, but it was inappropriate for the rest of the class, unbeknownst to me. And I remember raising my hand so enthusiastically, wanting to get up and share the answer, and standing up and giving the answer to the class, and then all of the kids laughing at me and telling me I was stupid and that was a silly answer. And I can remember my teacher not even acknowledging that I had anything important to say, just told me to sit down. And I remember ever since then really feeling some shame around wanting to speak up in front of groups. So what I did is I just actually went back into myself. I think all of us are just a synergy of energy. And those wounds that happened to us a long time ago are still very much alive inside of us. And what I realized after doing some work with myself is when I was getting on stage or speaking in front of a group of people, I wasn't actually showing up as my adult Cindy Prosor. I was actually pushing, very subconsciously, pushing my little girl, my 7-year-old girl, to get out there, and she was standing on the stage. I was showing up as a different person. Still, me, but a different aspect of me. It was that wounded aspect of me that was laughed at when she was 7 years old. And of course she didn't want to say anything. And of course she was afraid to do it and put off and made all kinds of excuses and buts to do any kind of public speaking or even really anybody more than 2 or 3 people at a time. So after really understanding that and doing some work that I've created now around healing those aspects of ourselves, I tell her she doesn't have to do this. She stays outside or does something else while I'm working on my computer or going to business meetings or speaking in front of people. I show up as the Cindy Prosor that you get to see today, and I'm having a blast. So that's really what I did to get past that butt.
Very cool. That actually reminds me of, I was reading that when you have, so when you were young and you have a trauma, like that would be a trauma.
Yes.
And when it's something happens later in life that evokes that memory of that trauma, that you actually only have the coping skills that you had at that time. So your
Absolutely.
brain literally reverts to the abilities and the thought patterns that you had at that time. And you literally, like you said, become that 7-year-old again who has only that 7-year-old's coping ability and only that 7-year-old's ability to make decisions. As opposed to, like you said, the adult Cindy Prosor. That's really cool.
And there's a good aspect to that too, Christy, because our inner child's important. The free, healthy inner child, the little girl inside of you and I that wants to play, that wants to laugh out loud, that loves to have fun, that loves to create. That 7-year-old and all the healthy aspects. I don't want to tell you how old I am, but I did a cartwheel the other day out of my lawn.
Oh, nice.
And I know that was my inner child. She really wanted to do a cartwheel, and I went, oh, what the heck, let's try it.
That's awesome.
And it was really fun. It's the part of me that goes down to that beach and goes to play, not to work out, not to get a workout or to walk or to, get fit, but just to go and have fun in the waves and enjoy it. So that inner child has 2 aspects. It has that aspect that we want to be able to grasp and to go enjoy. It's the one that keeps us having fun and keeps things light. But then there's that, usually we all have a wounded aspect as well. And that wounded aspect is a part of us. We're a synergy of energy. And the inner child is part of who we are as an adult. So it's important to heal that piece. You're right.
Lovely. So if people resonated with what you're saying and they wanted to explore working with you further or see what you're offering, they would go to it's opening inner doors. Sorry.
Opening doors.
Opening doors. Thank you. Opening doors within.
That's okay. I know it's a big mouthful.
E-
Opening doors within. It's plural S. openingdoorswithin.com.
Cool.
And that's really how you find me. Or you can email me at Cindy, Cindy, at openingdoorswithin.com.
Cool. Well, I want to thank Miss Cindy for joining us. I had fun having the conversations, and I hope you guys can see that these literally are conversations. We are not planning beforehand. I've had a couple people send me bios. I don't read bios. I literally just say what's on the top of my mind. I don't script this. I don't think ahead what I'm going to say. It is a conversation, and that's what you guys get to be in on. Some of these conversations that we're having, and I hope you're finding them helpful. I hope this isn't just self-indulgent me talking.
And us having fun.
Exactly. So, again, thank you guys so much for investing in yourself through Get Off Your Butts, and I really hope you're enjoying these videos. Thank you so much to Miss Cindy for joining us today from the lovely, lovely New Zealand.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. So just give it a second here to catch up.